Okay, so I just wanted to also give a quick shout out for some really great dental floss here. And it's called, like the toothpaste that I get for the kids, Woo Bamboo. And it's biodegradable packaging. Literally, the package you buy turns into the dispenser. I like how it's packed with post-consumer waste and plant-based bioplastic as well. It says down there. And also, when you're flossing, I like the thinner floss because I feel like it gets, it's kind of hard to get it started sometimes, into the little crevices. So I won't floss in front of you. But even though I've brushed my teeth in front of you, this is really great floss. And then again, you can get this for your kids. Really great. The container's completely #2 recyclable plastic. There's no animal testing, made in the USA, so that helps with reducing emissions and things like that. I don't like to say made in the USA in the aspect of, America, make America great. I think that, global trade and working together is crucial. And I do think that sourcing things out of our country is crucial, not because of people being better or anything like that, but for being ecological. So, like, for instance, like my husband used to always use this. I used to buy this, or the store brand, so now we've switched. I've been buying this. This is leftover. We're just going to keep it, and it'll be a backup. But this container, although the container itself is also recyclable, all of this floss in here is all plastic as well. So we're literally just taking, strands of plastic, even longer than that, and done with them, throwing them in, and recycling them as well. Hopefully we're recycling them, but, it's just a waste. Most people probably throw their dental floss in the trash because that's what I did forever. Just everything went into the trash. And when I was growing up, we recycled because we had, in Southern California, we had the 3 bins for greens, recycling, and trash. But it wasn't something that I was doing because I was ecologically aware. Even though in school I learned recycling was good and I was somewhat aware, So, I just wanted to talk about the floss. I also want to let you know, 4 months vegan as of the 18th of this month, November. So that's really exciting. I feel really good. I've still got my little muscle going on. Still slimming down. I have not been doing my exercising to tone up my stomach here where I had my C-section. So I'm still a little looser than I want to be, but this has just been vegan diet. I was exercising in the beginning, but as I got busy and things started happening, I just haven't been exercising as much. Last night I did do a little bit of Richard Simmons. I YouTubed some Richard Simmons, and so that was good. 4 months in, I feel good. My energy's fine. Some days are harder than others because, the reality is there is a lot of animal products in your face. But then I remember when I'm turning to old foods, they do make vegan pizzas, and stuff like that. But when I'm eating more junky foods, then I'm hungry more because I'm not getting good foods. So I just calm down. I take a deep breath. I open my cabinets. Okay, I have cans of beans. I have bags of beans. I have bags of rice. I have potatoes, a variety of potatoes, sweet potatoes, fingerlings. I have onion. I have avocado. Last night I put my 2 bags of fingerlings. They were starting to grow eyes, so I cooked them all, put them in my dish, chopped up half an onion, chopped up a handful of carrots, chopped up 2 stalks of celery, and put it in there with some water, a little bit of my Earth Balance spread, and I put in a little garlic powder and a little bit of salt, and I baked it, okay? And I steamed some broccoli, and I warmed up a can of beans. Boom, there's dinner. So I stopped panicking, and I would just eat something basic. Like when you're hungry or having a panic attack, have a peanut butter sandwich. A peanut butter sandwich has the same amount of protein as 3 eggs, minus the cholesterol, minus the animal cruelty, minus the impact on the environment. Okay? I have been eating plenty of whole grain breads, unrefined grains, and as you can see, I'm not putting on massive amounts of weight. As I said, I got my little tum-tum down here, but 2 C-sections, 34, what of it? So everybody, don't be afraid of the bread. Wonder Bread. I wonder why some people eat that. Even before I was vegan, I was good on the W. But you got to get your whole grains, your oatmeals. These are things that we, in the past, have been taught to be scared of. Even by physicians when I was trying to battle my prediabetes. It never was brought up to reduce meat or anything. Like maybe they said red meats, but chicken, said eat chicken, eat turkey. And, cut back on the carbs, not so many carbs, and so I was cutting down on these carbs. I was eating more meat, eating the dairy, eating, fruits and vegetables as well, but afraid of oatmeal, afraid of whole grains, and that was the opposite of what I needed to do. When I would eat breads and I would gain weight, it was because I was eating unhealthy breads. And you also, one thing to look at is what else are you eating in your diet that is causing you to gain weight or not feel good, Grains, where we as human beings were using grains as our nutrition 1,500 years before we started using animals, okay? So there was 1,500 years where we ate the grains. Then we started accumulating the grains and planting them and started plant agriculture. And then 1,500 years in like 150 or something like that, we started doing animal agriculture. So grains are great for us. They're great. Grains are great, okay? And I am living proof that you're not going to blow up. Now, if you're having grains with dairy and grains with meats, or if you're eating processed foods or processed vegan foods, a good example, like the Daiya, I hope I'm not butchering that name again. It's a Canadian vegan brand, and it's really great because it's good for transitioning, and you can get those frozen pizzas and things. Those, even though they have zero cholesterol and they do have nutritional value, they're processed, they're not as healthy. You're not going to feel as good. And they are more expensive because you're getting less girth and nutrition from your meal as opposed to, getting a pound of rice, a pound of potatoes, a pound of broccoli. When you're spending $9.99, that's what it is here in Colorado, on these small pizzas that are meant to go with other vegetable dishes. It's like a side dish, pizza. But when you're spending $10 on, 8 slices of pizza and they're smaller, it doesn't make sense. So I have been, filling that out and getting comfortable with eating fresh foods, which I liked before. At first I thought vegan was straight raw, nothing cooked, and then I realized, okay, I'm being extreme. I can, you cook your rice, you cook your oatmeal, you can saute your vegetables. You don't want to steam and cook your vegetables until they're mush, and really you don't want to cook out the nutritional value. And you also don't want to burn foods or get oils to really high heats because we don't want them becoming carcinogenic, and, we don't want oils in general. You want to be careful cooking with those because any oil is not ideal for the body. So anyways, this is getting a little long, scratching my leg there. But I just want to say, hey, 4 months in, welcome to the vegan side. So excited for Star Wars to come out in 2020. Warren needs something. You're hungry? Okay. Very excited for that. Something positive to kind of take my mind off of stressing over the realities of the destruction happening. All right, let's get you some food. So that's right, everybody. Just stick with it. If you're interested in vegan lifestyle, don't be afraid. You're not making a mistake. Sometimes we make errors if we're not eating healthy foods, but in general, there is no way you're going to starve on the vegan diet. Unless, you go vegan and you just eat freaking plain rice cakes every day with a glass of water. You can't just say I'm vegan and have iceberg lettuce and oranges every day. Okay? All right, everybody. I've got to clean this kitchen. I've been getting down to like clearing stuff out, but look at this pile of pots right here. I've always been a cooker and never a dishwasher. Okay? So I'm going to get Warren his snack. Sneak peek at the ecological Christmas. Have yourself an ecological Christmas. And I'm going to put that away. I just finished it for the most part the other day.
I'm on chapstick.
Chapstick. Bye, everybody.